Hello, first grade. This is Mrs. Ball with your math lesson for today. For today's lesson, you are going to need your Go Math Standards Practice book. Yes, there will be a graded assignment that you will take a picture of and you will submit it to your teacher. And you will also need your Big Go Math book. So go ahead and get those things and make sure that you are ready to start learning today. Now we're going to start off today's lesson with our Math on the Spot video.
Hey there, I think Jeannie will be here any second now. Here she comes.
Oh, good day, Professor Berger.
I think she was playing shop with her friends at her friend's house. Hello, Jeannie. How are you?
Oh, I'm quite well. Do you have a math question for me? Perhaps something with a 7.
Absolutely. You know what? I actually have a question that would just fit.
Oh, glorious. Please proceed.
Okay, very good. Well, here's the challenge. Okay, there are 7 birds in a tree. Now, Ellie sees 3 fewer birds than Sarah.
3 fewer.
Sarah sees 5 birds. And the challenge is, how many birds does Ellie see?
Good question.
You like it?
I love it.
Shall we proceed?
Love to before you.
Okay, the way to think about this is to actually see if we can model it. And one way to model it is just to actually use birds. So let's bring on.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
So here we have 7 birds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 birds. And now, what do we know? We see Ellie sees 3 fewer birds than Sarah. That sounds kind of scary. But we also know that Sarah sees 5 birds. So where do you start this? I like to start with something that's just definitive. Sarah sees 5 birds. Let's start there.
Yes, she does.
Exactly.
We know that for certain.
We sure do. So let's just take 5 birds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's just lasso them all together. And those are the birds that we are going to model that Sarah sees. Sarah sees 5 birds, and here's what she sees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Got it.
Okay, now we can use the other fact that we're told, which is that Ellie sees 3 fewer birds than Sarah.
More interesting.
Exactly. And so we're going to take away now those 3 fewer birds, right? So let's just circle 3 of those birds.
There they are, right there.
Exactly. And so now fewer means we're going to get rid of them, right? We're going to subtract them away. So
Yes, they're going to fly away.
exactly. So I'll just cross them off in our model. So there they are, crossed off in our model. And in fact, let me just see, as for fun, I want to try something here. This is just for us. But I'm going to cross it off. And there, now it's really crossed off. Okay, now the question is, how many birds does Ellie see? Well, she'll see what's left in this lassoed collection of birds. We remove the 3 because there's 3 fewer. And so how many do we see left?
2.
Just 2, exactly. So the
Ellie
answer.
only saw 2 birds.
Exactly right. And that's the answer. Ellie saw 2 birds. You've answered it. Congratulations.
Oh, that was 3. Just 3.
Now, would you like to see another math question, maybe in a larger size that I think you might enjoy?
Oh, I would love that.
Because you're so smart, I know even a larger size would fit.
That would be divine.
Have fun thinking about math.
All right, so I hope you are ready to begin our math journey today. All right, so we should be on page 53, and it looks like this, 53 at the bottom of that page. And this is what you should see because we're getting ready to listen and draw. So get your pencil and let's get ready to listen and draw. So there are 5 children in the sandbox. 2 walk away. How many children are in the sandbox now? So let's think about that again. How many children were in the sandbox at first? There were 5. So I'm going to draw 5 children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these circles represent my 5 children that were in the sandbox. And 2 of them, they walked away. So if they walked away, that means that they are no longer there. So I'm going to cross out 2. 1, 2. How many children are in the sandbox now? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. They did not walk away. They are still there. So there are 3 children that are still inside of that sandbox. And we're going to write the number 3 right here because that lets us know that there are 3 children inside of our sandbox. Let's turn the page to page 54. You should see the cats at the top of the page. And let's see what's going on here. There are 4 cats in the whole group. So there they are. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 cats. And then one of those cats decides that he wants to walk away. Maybe he's hungry and wants to go eat. Maybe he's tired and wants to go play. But either way, he walks away. How many cats are there now? There are 4 cats. 1 cat walks away. We're going to cross out that 1 cat because they're no longer there. So now there are 3 cats. Good job. All right, let's share and show. We're going to circle the part that we are taking away from the group. Then cross it out. Write how many now? Let's look at number 1. There are a total of 6 bugs across. Now what do we see right here? 2 of those bugs are flying away. So what I would do, I would go ahead and cross those 2 out because they are no longer there. They are flying away. So how many bugs are still there? How many bugs are there now? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 bugs there now. Let's look at number 2. There are 3 dogs. 1, 2, 3. And this little dog right here, he is walking away. So there are a total of 3, but 1 walks away. How many are there now? That's right. There are only 2 dogs. Awesome job. Let's turn to page 55. So I have turned my page. Now you're going to do this part on your own. You're going to circle the part you are taking from the group. Then cross it out. Write how many there are now. Let's do one more. Let's talk about the ducks. There are a total of 7 ducks. I see 7 ducks right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But these 2 ducks, they are walking away. These chicks are walking away. All right, so we're going to cross those 2 chicks out. How many chicks are there now? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my number 5 is going to go right here. So remember, the ones that we are taking away from the group, we're going to cross them out because they're no longer a part of the group. So you're going to complete that for number 3, 4, 5. And let's look at number 6. Number 6 is a hot problem. We're going to write the numbers and then draw it. So let's go over that one together. Blank worms wiggle away. There are 3 worms now. So let's see. Whatever it is that I do, I've got to make sure that when I end my problem, that there are 3 worms now. So I like the number 7. So I'm going to draw 7 little worms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 worms. Now, how many of those worms need to walk away for there to only be 3 left? Well, let's see. I'm going to cross this worm out. I'm going to cross this worm out. this worm out, and this worm out. And let's see if I have 3 left. 1, 2, 3. I do. So how many of those worms wiggled away? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 worms wiggled away. And how many remain? That's right, you should have 3. But guess what? There is more than one way to get that answer. So I want you to practice at home, and I want you to tell me how many worms you decided to have and how many wiggled away and what number you're looking for at the end is 3. So I'm curious as to know how you only made 3 remain, okay? So I want you to do that. Let's look at our practice problems. These are our problem solving and test prep. All right, there are 6 cats. 1 cat runs away. How many cats are there now? I wonder what you could do to figure that out. Maybe you could draw 6, and maybe you can cross 1 out. And how many would there be? Let's look at number 8. There are 5 birds. 3 birds fly away. How many birds are there now? So maybe you should draw those 5 birds, and maybe you should let 3 of those birds fly away. Number 9 is a hot problem. Use the picture. There are 8 birds. So there were 8 birds. Blank birds fly away. And let's see, how many birds are there now? 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 birds now. So I know my number 3 is going to go right here. But I've got to figure out how many of those birds flew away. I'm sure you can figure that out. And let's look at number 10, our test prep. There are 7 whales. 2 whales swim away. How many whales are there now? I want you to figure that out, all right? And remember, if they go away, they are no longer there. Now, what you're going to do, first grade, you are going to go get your standards practice book, this one right here, and you are going to open it to P23, and on the back you will find P24. You are going to complete P23, P24, and you're going to write your first name and last name. You're going to take a picture of it, and you're going to submit it to your homeroom teacher. Those that are in Ms. Ball's class will send it to me. Those in Ms. Tucker's class will send it to her, and those in Ms. Nelson's class will send it to her. All right? So I hope that you guys enjoyed your math lesson for today, and I'm looking forward to grading those awesome papers. So make sure that you do your very best. Make sure that you write your first name and last name, and I will see you next time for our next math lesson.